Hey y'all, and welcome back to the party. It's your girl BrittReacts, and today we are reacting to Gabriel Iglesias. I just turned on a man. Let's see what he has to say. I'm like, am I reading that right? I just turned on a man. Yes, that's what it says. Okay, let's see what he has to say.
What's up, Toronto? Woo! Oh my God, that's a long walk. One thing I gotta give it up to you guys is your air. You guys can breathe here. I live in Los Angeles and I didn't realize I was being deprived of oxygen. I got off the plane here, I took a deep breath, I was like, oh my God, I can do math. This is freaking great. You know, and then we flew, it was totally nice flying in. I won't say what airline because it wasn't this one. But anyway, they said you can't say the names. You don't want to offend those sponsors and stuff. And, you know, big hand for WestJet. Start carrying bigger seats so fluffy people can enjoy the ride.
Yeah, there was a time where, like, I was growing up in Georgia, and we were like under a major smog alert, and that's when I realized, like, no, we definitely, air quality is a thing. Like, I would, you know, you leave Georgia and you go somewhere else and you're like, oh wow, the air is different here. You leave the country and go, like, that's such a real thing. Like, air quality, there was like a couple of years in Georgia growing up where like smog alerts were like all the time, and like you'd step outside and you really like, you're like, oh, this ain't good. It's real. Pollution is real.
Enjoy the ride. Heck yeah. No matter what seat I'm in, even if it's first class, it feels like coach. But no, man, it was a rough ride coming over here, and we kind of had a little, I ain't gonna lie, we hit a little air pocket and the plane dropped like 50 feet like that. I'm sorry, I don't care how tough you are. When you're in the sky and you fall out of the sky, woo-hoo, I'm not gonna lie, I was gay for 5 seconds. No lie, I was a Brokeback Mexican, yes I was. Oh my God, I got recognized by one of these guys who comes up to me, right? He just walks up and he's,
why would he say that? I actually never saw Brokeback Mountain. I remember the like hoopla. That was like one of the first mainstream big deal movie productions that, like, you know, had a storyline about something other than a heterosexual relationship. And I feel like that, like, that was like the premise of it, right? And I remember that being such a big deal. I feel like I was in like middle school, maybe early high school. But I've never seen the movie. I've never seen it. I don't even remember who like stars in it.
Oh my God, I got recognized by one of these guys who comes up to me, right? He just walks up and he's staring. He's like, and I know the look. He's looking at me like I look at tacos. Just, you know? He goes, you are so funny. Can I hug you? And I'm like, all right. And I gave the guy a hug, and he's like, in my ear, he goes, you're gorgeous. At first, in my head, I was like, what? But then I thought about it. Oh my God, I just turned on a man. Shoot. I called my girlfriend. I said, you better.
That's such a privilege. It's such a privilege. It truly is. He should feel honored. Like, sir, you're gorgeous. I don't care who that's coming from. That's an ultimate compliment from any person, age, place, color. I don't care. Call me gorgeous, please.
I called my girlfriend. I said, you better not mess up. I have options. Favorite time for me in my life was when I played football in high school. And I've always been a big guy. So, of course, when you're a big guy on a football team, they put you on the front line. And a bunch of other big guys are right in front of you, and you're looking at each other, and you're saying stuff to one another to try to intimidate the other guy. He's looking at me. I'm going to kick your ass. I'd look at him and go, I'm going to tackle you. This city is not fluffy friendly. I've been to some of the diners. What's up with that? No tables, only booths in certain restaurants? That sucks. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Because we can get into the booth, but then we eat. Oh, that sucks. And then you get out and you go home and take off your shirt and you got that red line going across right here. You're gonna...
table indention line, and also not him calling out the two guys in the front. Like, what? Those guys weren't even that big.
Out and you go home and take off your shirt and you got that red line going across right here. You're getting Ecuador right there. I feel you. That's why I love amusement parks. I love them, but I can't enjoy them because they're not fluffy friendly. You try to get on a ride and they got all the safety restraints, you know? Freaking.
He's so good. Right? He's so good at sound effects. How does he do that? Like, how does he do that? That literally sounded like you were gearing up to get on a roller coaster and take off. How does he do that? I think that's my favorite comedy like characteristic of his is his voices and his sound effects. Like his different characters really come to life because he's so good at like changing his voice, but the sound effects are crazy. They're so crazy.
Right?
That's it.
You're fluffy like us? That's not gonna happen, right? That's why I miss the old roller coasters. 1 bar, 3 clicks, right. That was it, right? We never fell. We never fall.
We never fall.
Seriously, we never fall. You know who falls? The skinny guy who sat next to us. That's who falls. That's who freaking... More room. We never fall. And my buddy Mondo is built like me, just like me. He says, we need to get on a ride. I'm like, what are we going to get on? He goes, they have a ride here. It's like a log ride. And you get inside the log ride, and it goes up the hill, down the hill, makes a splash. I go, what about the pool bar? There's no pool bar. Seatbelt? No seatbelt. You just get in and go. I'm like, well, let's do it. So we get in line, and we get to the front of the line, right? And we got to deal with the lady with the headset, the one who takes her job way too serious.
Okay, how many people? 4? Okay, we got 4. Okay, 2 here, 2 here. How many people? 5. I got 5. Okay, 3 there, 2 there.
We get to the...
How many? Oh, my. I got a code 1000.
Oh! You guys can have that one. And she gave us our own log. So we jumped in. She pulls the lever. We take off.
This is not going to be good. This is not. Not going to be good.
You guys can have that one. And she gave us our own log. So we jumped in. She pulls the lever. We take off. We're splishing and splashing, right? 3 minutes into the ride, the moment of truth, we get to the hill.
That is so amazing.
My friend turns around and he looks at me and he says, Gabriel, let's flash the camera. I said, you're stupid. On 3. We freaking... We get off the ride, we're soaking wet.
You guys, he's so good. The sounds are so realistic. That's exactly what it sounds like going up a ride. In particular, a water ride. And that's what it sounds like when you get off. Just squishy, squishy all over the place. How does he do that? I just am blown away by his ability to do this.
We get off the ride, we're soaking wet. We go to the bottom of the hill. We want to go buy that picture. We get there, and there's a lady behind a counter with a bunch of monitors behind her, and she's covering one of the monitors. I tell my buddy, what boat were we on? 22. She's covering screen 22. He goes, oh, we better sneak out of here. Oh, yeah, we're going to sneak out of here. Friggin'. We get stopped by security, and you haven't lived until you've been stopped by a security guard with a badge in the shape of a mouse. This guy swore, right? Hold on! Ma'am, can you move your hand? Thank you. You guys see that photo right there? You see that? That's a disgrace. We can't believe anyone could take such a photo at this park. Do you guys recognize the 2 large women in this picture? And it wasn't until we got like this close to the photo that we realized something about ourselves. And that is that when 2 full-grown fluffy men are going downhill at a 45-degree angle with no shirts on going like this, we both look like sexy. Toronto, you guys were amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you later. Gabriel Iglesias, everybody.
Y'all, the way he can just paint an entire scene, the whole scenario was like right in front of me because he's so good at creating those sound effects. Like, that's a whole nother talent in itself. It's a whole nother sector of comedy, and it elevates his comedy. Oh, he's so funny. That was so funny. All right, please go have the day you deserve. Peace.